Yeah, kind of like that. Exactly like that. Yep, do that. Hey everybody, welcome to the Justin T. Weller Show. I'm Justin T. Weller.
I'm Zade Nabi.
As always, thanks so much for being here. Zade Nabi is actually the associate producer for my show, The Current Issue Show, which hopefully some of you do tune into the podcast on True Chat. And today, I'm bringing him over to YouTube so all you fine people can meet him so that he can tell an embarrassing story about himself and ask me one question that I have to tell the absolute truth for. So this is your opportunity, Zade, to put me in a corner and get me to answer something that you've always wanted to know.
Okay.
You know, like what's the purpose of life, something like that, you know. Actually, not like that, don't make it like that. So Zade's here, we're excited he's here. Had piata for the first time today.
Yes, it was delicious.
I don't know, do you guys have piata? Do you know what piata is? It's a great question. Italian street food, so it's real good.
It is. It's like the Italian Chipotle.
He gave it 5 stars.
I gave it 4.5 because it's
and then he went down. I mean, it was like $10.
15.
Well, that's because you got like 3 of the like garlic dough breadsticks.
I was doing, I don't know. I thought I wanted them. I was doing these guys a favor.
And then he didn't eat any of them. So he was just sucking up to his bosses. Was pretty much the nature of it. Is he bought extra garlic dough bread so that he could leave them for Camden and I to eat on our own time. Is that what that is? Sucking up? Yeah.
Nah.
All right, Zade. So tell us about you.
About me.
Yeah, about you. Give us 3 things that we should know about you.
You should know about me.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a skater.
I mean, yeah, that's something that people don't need to know.
He wants to be an underground person.
These are all.
And he's very indecisive.
Okay.
There we go.
3 things right there. Yeah.
All right. What 3 things do you want to give us, Zade? Tell me. Come on.
First thing, I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was 2.
And we're starting on a more somber note than I was going for, but all right.
I'm first generation American, and for the 3rd thing.
So, child of immigrants.
Child of immigrants, yes.
Gotcha.
And the 3rd thing.
The 3rd thing. It's like the first day of class when everybody's like, ooh, tell me one thing about you.
Right.
And Zade's like, oh, what do I tell him that doesn't give away my alternate egos?
Oh my gosh. You know what? For the 3rd one, I'll say I skateboard. Yeah, because that was the #1 hobby.
Wow. Wow, Zade. Took the easy way out. Anywho, as you guys can tell from the title of this video, one of the things I want to talk about before we get to Zade's funny story, at least real quick, is it has come to my attention that Zade has several friends and or acquaintances who are gay or bi or whatever. And Zade, of course, is straight. In fact, he has a hot date tonight, supposedly. So wish him luck on that.
Oh my God.
We'll probably check back in with him next week and see if he ended up getting lucky or not. So yeah, no, maybe.
We'll see.
Okay. Anyway, but that's kind of what I want to talk about is how does that work for you, Zade? Because I mean, obviously, I can't speak to that. I mean, I can speak to what it's like for me to have straight friends, but I don't know what it's like for somebody to have gay friends or LGBT friends. And you seem to have several of them, so obviously you're comfortable with it. But
yeah.
Do you feel like it's a different dynamic than you have with your straight friends? And if so, why?
No, not really. I'm someone who doesn't try to judge anyone for any reason at all, unless anything really.
Don't judge anybody for any reason at all.
I mean, no. I mean, I'll keep my judgments to myself whenever I'm making like an in the moment like comment about someone's like figure or hair or something. But that'll just be to myself. But no, I won't ever like not be friends with someone or dislike someone because of who they are or what they represent. Because I mean, to me that's wrong. To me that's really wrong. And I try to not keep my friends that are straight and gay separate from each other in regards to how I treat them and like who I hang out with and stuff like that. But in regards to my gay friends, I treat them just like anyone else I treat, with as much respect as possible for who they are and what they stand for. So yeah.
Zade's a good guy. See? hopefully, I'm sure they're all going to be like, yes, go Zade, stop judging people, yay. So, but no, in all honesty, it's good to hear that because, I mean, there's obviously a lot of people in the world where that's not the case for them.
Right.
I feel fortunate that I have a lot of people in my life, similar to Zade, who they just don't really care much. It's kind of like,
it's not even,
live and let live. So
Yeah.
it's cool. But that's part of the reason that I wanted at least to mention that with Zade, because I thought, it's always, some people I find it's different for, and it's not like they care, it just is different. Like, what they do, like with their gay friends or not, or
See, and I even take it to a point where, like, when someone tells me, like, oh, someone's gay or someone's bisexual or someone's a lesbian, I hate whenever the majority of the time someone brings that up around me and someone else comments like, oh, he's gay, or oh, he's like, that's just like saying like, oh, he's like from a different country, or like, oh, you're married to someone else, or oh, you like this person, like I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable when people like are so shocked when they realize like
so surprised.
Yeah, it's nothing to be surprised about. Anyone can love or stand for whatever they want, and I don't know. It's pretty stupid how a lot of people try to tear that down from individuals who have a lot of passion in what they stand for. So I'm for letting people do whatever they want.
100% agree. Mm-hmm. Yay for Zade. So now, Zade, on a lighter note, funny story, embarrassing story. What do we got?
Oh my gosh.
Something great. Short, bring it like, So, Zade being indecisive Zade, like, can't come up with anything. So instead, he's going to tell us about how he and his friends were like bad children. So
yeah, okay. I'll give you the insight of what me and my friends were like growing up. So
full disclaimer, he thinks some of these things are much worse than they actually are. So, but we'll let him believe that because he thinks he's super underground. But not so much. All right, go ahead, Zade. Tell us.
So when me and my friend, I grew up going to the skate park because skateboarding was the first hobby I ever picked up, and that's where I developed my group of friends. And it was just a bunch of people, not a bunch of people, a few people that were around the same age as me, maybe a year older, maybe a year younger. One of my friends, who at the time when we were doing all this like hood rat stuff, he was a little bit older and he got his driver's license before any of us, like little younger kids did. So he was the one driving us around a lot. And, we would go multiple places, like get food, stuff like that. But then there came a time where one morning I woke up and I look out my window and I see a bunch of reflectors just laying in my yard. And I'm like, who put all these reflectors like in our yard? And my dad was like, oh, it's probably apartment kids and whatnot trying to be funny. And then I get a call like an hour later from one of my friends, and he's like, hey Zay, did you look outside your window this morning and see a bunch of reflectors? And I was like, you guys did not put those reflectors in my yard. And little did I know it was them that did it. And that led to a full-scale game we decided to start playing, and it basically revolved around us going from neighborhood to neighborhood, house to house, and basically taking like lawn ornaments and lights and a bunch of belongings to these people that we had no idea who they were. We'd take them and we'd put them in other people's yards, and it eventually led to us just throwing them outside my friend's car and seeing a bunch of stuff shatter across the street. So that's
wow, destruction of property and robbery.
Exactly. Like it's.
Actually, I don't recall this when you first told me, and now thinking about it, I'm like, oh wow, I didn't realize that Zade stole things. You're like, we took them. I mean, you stole them. You stole lawn gnomes, and destroyed them.
Yeah,
those could be very precious to somebody, Zade. What if they're a lawn gnome collector and you destroyed their lawn gnome? That could have been like a $500 lawn gnome.
Yeah.
Maybe a $5,000 lawn gnome.
Okay, find me one and then I'll feel more worse than I do now. But
and how old were you when all this was happening?
I was like 14, 15, unable to drive. So, like I said, because one of my friends.
Such a bad kid.
I mean, I know, right?
Yeah.
But and it wasn't even like, it didn't even necessarily have to be stuff from someone's like home or like a resident. It was, we even took like street signs that broke off. We wouldn't like break them off. we just found one once that was broken, laying on the floor, and we took it.
Kids do crazy things.
They do. No, I mean,
like looking back, I did stupid things like that. And like I didn't steal anything, like Zade, but well, I think kids do stupid things like that because I don't know. You leave them to their own, like to do their own thing, and it's like, let's destroy things
test the limit.
or steal things.
I used to. I also, this is in regard to what me and my friends used to do, but I used to, when I was like 10 or 11ish, I used to steal Yu-Gi-Oh cards from like Myers and Kroger and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I was so obsessed.
You
with,
could be a convicted felon.
I mean, stealing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Come on.
You stole Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, I mean,
I loved Yu-Gi-Oh.
But one thing a story that me and my friends like to reminisce on is.
No, Zay, we don't have that much time. You'll have to come back on the show.
Okay, fine.
But the last thing, because I do want to get this in, and you'll have to come back again to hear Zade's other story. But Zade's a rapper. He's super famous.
I'm not super famous.
He's pretty famous.
Oh my gosh, I'm not.
So
I'm not famous.
So where can they find you?
You can find me on SoundCloud.
Okay. What do they need to search?
Just search Prophet, spelled Prawfit.
That's right. Prophet.
Yeah. Do you want the story behind it?
Well, what about social media? Do you want them to find you, hang out with you?
Social. I mean, you can find me on Twitter. Look up Prophet.
You're getting ready to release some new stuff, right?
Not anytime like soon this year. Definitely, just not within like the next 2 to 3 months. Still got a lot to work on. Still got a lot of money to save. Still got a lot of people I have to talk to, and because I want this next project to be a successful drop too. And the last project that dropped, one of the songs has over 200,000 plays on it on SoundCloud. So I mean,
so check him out.
Yeah,
he's famous. The rapper Zade, ladies and gentlemen. Well, actually, it's not the rapper Zade. It's Prophet.
Prophet. Yeah.
So Heartbroke Stoic.
Yeah, that too. That's my Twitter handle.
Okay. Yeah, so he's got lots of egos that he goes by here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Instead of personalities, they're egos. Because I mean, Zade will pretend like he's not famous, but he's super famous. So anyway, we really appreciate you being here. Thank you, Zade, for being here.
Thank you for having me on.
Of course, and maybe Zade will be back. Let me know if you loved Zade or if you never want to see him again, and we'll see if we can make him into a future video. I'm also super sorry that I've been real bad lately, but follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the places. And actually coming up, hopefully sometime this next week, I did a video 2 or 3 weeks ago of how Justin met Brett, and we're going to do how Brett met Justin. So the other side of that story, because obviously there's 2 sides to this story in particular. So I'll be sure to share that with you guys soon. So make sure to subscribe and tell somebody else about this show, please and thank you. As always, let me know what you thought of today's episode and hit the like button if you didn't hate it. So, got anything else, Zade?
Follow me on SoundCloud.
That's right, and follow him on SoundCloud. Listen to his tracks.
Yeah.
Listen as he gets ready to drop a new whatever.
EP, yeah.
Yeah, EP, okay. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna get out of here before I either make myself look stupid or before I, attack Zade. So, as always, thank you so much for being here. And for the Justin T. Weller Show, I'm Justin T. Weller.
And I'm Zade Nabi.
Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time on the Justin T. Weller Show. Be the change.